Most sentences have a subject which pertains to the topic of the sentence, a verb which denotes the action, and an object which receives the action of the verb. Now let's try to label this sentence. Lena wants ice cream. Lena is the subject because she is the topic of the sentence who is performing an action, and that action is wants. Therefore, wants is a verb. And ice cream is an object because it receives the action of the verb, which is wants. Now, we're going to be talking about the verbs that we include in our sentences, and we call them transitive and intransitive verbs. Let's know more about transitive verbs. A transitive verb is one that needs to take an object in a sentence to complete its meaning. In other words, transitive verb requires an object next to it. Now, those objects may be direct or indirect. Direct object answers the questions what or whom. On the other hand, indirect object answers the questions to whom or for whom. Now, let's have some examples. Lena always buys ice cream. The first sentence has an object which is ice cream. In this case, it answers what does Lena buy? And since it answers what, we call it as direct object. In the second sentence, Lena always buys him an ice cream. Him is an indirect object since it answers for whom does she buy ice cream. Now, let's have more sentences. I played tennis with Michael. Play is the transitive verb because we have tennis as the direct object since it answers what do I play with Michael? Tennis. Another sentence, I gave Michael a chance to take his turn. Gave is the transitive verb, but what did I give to Michael? A chance. A chance is the direct object, but for whom is the chance I gave? For Michael. Thus, Michael is indirect object. Now, let's deal with intransitive verbs which do not take an object. Examples. Lena always buys ice cream. In the first sentence, ice cream is the direct object because it answers the question, what does Lena buy? However, in the second sentence, Lena always buys thoughtlessly. There is no object present since we have an adverb after the verb buys. Thus, the sentence means that she just buys whenever she wants to, but did not mention what does she buy. Now, let's have more sentences. I always play with determination. Play is the verb and it is used intransitively because there is no object present. Another sentence, we talked for hours. Talked is the verb and it is used intransitively because there is no object present. Okay, let's have some practice. Now, let's identify the following sentences whether they used transitive or intransitive verbs. Now, number 1. She left early. What do you think is the answer here? Transitive or intransitive? Intransitive, very good! How about in the next sentence like, the choir sings my favorite song? Is the verb sings transitive or intransitive? Transitive because we have the direct object which is song. Next, she left Batangas immediately. Is the verb left transitive or intransitive? Transitive, very good because Batangas is a direct object. How about in this? They shouted excitedly. Is the verb shouted transitive or intransitive? Intransitive, good job! Because we don't have any object in the sentence. Now, can you fill the glass with cold water? Is the verb fill transitive or intransitive? Transitive because we have glass as our direct object. How about the choir sings beautifully? Is the verb sings transitive or intransitive? Intransitive because we don't have any object in the sentence. And what do we have here? Only an adverb. Another, he walks professionally. Is the verb walks transitive or intransitive? Intransitive too, because professionally is only an adverb and we don't have any object present in the sentence. We're done talking about transitive and intransitive verbs. If you have any confusion about the lesson, you may just go back to the portion of the video, or you may also refer to the lesson that is posted below this video. Otherwise, go to the LMS and answer the given worksheet. Good luck and see you in my next lesson. Bye!